FM and AM stations for the emergency broadcast system have informed you now that the station here is on the air with emergency alert information regarding the ongoing nuclear war that has already started here in the United States. In Atlanta, all the stations have basically been knocked off the air, and we're lucky enough most of our equipment is still even though we have pretty good setup for our video cameras have all been destroyed by the EMP as well. We're going to try to keep you advised of what happens, and if we get any new information from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, we'll keep you advised. It's pure chaos right now here. We don't know what's going to happen next. We'll try to find out from our news personnel in the field, and hopefully if they can get us any live feeds at all from our microwave trucks, we could probably try to get that sent back to the station here. But as far as right now, there's not really anything else to report. There's massive casualties here in the United States. All satellites have been knocked out as well from the EMP effect, and all I really know at this point in time is the major cities have been targeted with these nuclear weapons. The Russians are continuing to escalate the ongoing onslaught against the United States, and the U.S. is retaliating. I've heard that the nuclear weapons that we have that are still active have been launched and are en route to those key Russian cities that we've pinpointed because they did the same thing to us. Anyone listening can be aware of the fact that the United States is going to take any and all reasonable precautions to protect people and do whatever we have to help those civilians who have no way at the present time to get help. If you are able to pick up this television signal, we are the only station on the air offering emergency information, and at the present time all I can say to you all is that we will keep you advised when the government interrupts or tries to inform us of what our next steps are to protect life and property. The United States Federal Emergency Management Agency was initiated at the time that this event took place, and they are obviously rather limited as far as getting information out because, as I've said before, the satellites are down and we don't have any way to get information from them. As a matter of fact, what I'm using to air this particular broadcast with is an old landline system, and we're able to send that signal straight through the telephone lines out to the transmitter. But as far as me having direct links with the government or the FEMA people or anybody else, it's not there, folks. I'm sorry to say that we are very, very limited on what we know. From what I can tell from my vantage point, Atlanta is totally destroyed. It's just major parts get information together as far as if there's any survivors. Most of us were actually here, and the station has a actual underground shelter for us in the event of a weather situation like a tornado or these older buildings in Atlanta, as you know, have fallout shelters. As a matter of fact, Mayor Reed was able to get to a bomb shelter, I've been told, before the majority of the weapons hit most of the cities. I think they had early warning to all the government high-ups within major cities like Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Los Angeles, and he and his staff got to the bomb shelters before the first wave of weapons hit this.
Emergency broadcast system operated by the authority of the United States government and with the cooperation of broadcasters in your area. I repeat, this is not a test. You are requested to stay tuned to this station for emergency information. Pursuant to Executive Order 11490, the President of the United States has authorized the implementation of the emergency broadcast system. At 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the President of the United States signed an executive order declaring a national emergency. The federal emergency crisis.
Part of the southeastern United States. As of now, though, it's still ongoing. I don't even know myself if we're going to get hit again, because these weapons that they're using today have what's called MIRVs, which is individual nuclear weapons, all within one cluster of an ICBM. So you can have 5 or 6 weapons going off at the same time from one missile, and it's like a cluster bomb, except that each one has a 1 megaton device which wipes out any major city. And if you're not underground, you're pretty much dead. So we are lucky enough here at WTCG to have some equipment running, and we are using emergency generators. We have no power. That's why I say anything we get from the mobile units that are out on the scene probably will be using whatever equipment, microwave relay we have, because satellite doesn't exist now. Satellite phones are no good. Cell phones are no good. We're going to be living for quite some time, just like our ancestors did, with lanterns, guns if we have any, and that's it. There's not going to be nothing else. I'm just in the position now where, oh, you have some new information? Okay, thank you. Apparently, the President and his staff and the Vice President made it also underground at the secret bunkers that they have outside of Virginia. And this is a teletype I have here. Apparently, they've sent these by the old landline fax machines and teletype machines that we have at the station here. And a lot of this equipment is outdated. It's obsolete, but we've been able to rig these things up and get them running again in the last couple of minutes. And apparently this is saying that President Obama is safe, and as well the Vice President Joe Biden. And they're not really saying much about any of the other key cabinet members. But I can tell all of you who are listening and watching that as long as we can operate, as long as we can keep broadcasting, we will. But if the station goes out, then you know that Atlanta's probably been hit again with another nuclear device. And I don't have any intention to sit here and be the target or the sitting duck for these things, but nobody really knows what is coming already told them that. I try to keep everybody abreast of the fact that the station's the only one here. We don't have anybody else on the air who could